is going on, guys? This is really new, bringing you episode 1 on the best elite class setups. I really am looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to bringing you my best class setups. All the guns in this game are great, but you gotta love those elites, guys. We're gonna start off with the most powerful, one of the most powerful, one of the most OP, one of the most overused guns, and that is the Bale 27 Obsidian Steed. Let's take a look at the stats. Plus 2 damage. Damage is always good. Down 1 accuracy, down 1 fire rate, down 1 handling, up 1 mobility. With that said, let's go ahead and get into what makes the gun powerful, and that is the attachments. The first attachment we're going to use is one of the most overused attachments, not just on assault rifles, but SMGs as well, and that is the foregrip. And what foregrip does is it adds 2 points to the accuracy. So instead of having 7 points on the accuracy, you equip foregrip, you get 9. And what foregrip does is it stabilizes your aim, so you can get those drop shotters, you can get those strafe jumpers, you can get those head glitchers. It's just an overall useful perk. Now the second perk we're going to get into is something that makes the ADS time increase, and that is quick draw. This gun ADS time is pretty slow, to be honest with you. What quick draw does is it adds to that aim down sight faster. So when you're rushing, when you're slaying, when you're running and gunning like I do, you can try and compete with those SMG users by adding quick draw. You will ADS faster, and you will more likely have more of a chance in gunfights. Now we are going to use a wild card. It is going to add 1 to your pick 13 slot. We are going to use primary gunfighter. What that does is gets you a 3rd attachment, and that 3rd attachment is pretty useful, and we are going to stock. And that actually adds 2 on the mobility, and what it does is it moves faster while you're ADSing. So it basically turns this gun into SMG with quick draw and foregrip. This gun will compete with the ASM1s out there. There's your attachments. Now I don't use a secondary. You really don't need a secondary in this game. Forget the attachments. We're going to go right to the perks, and we're going to go to tier 1, and we are going to put low profile on. And what that does is it makes you invisible to UAVs, tracking rounds, and exo ping. Not a lot of people use tracking drones, not a lot of people use exo pings, but everybody uses UAV. And what this does is it makes you invisible to UAV. Meanwhile, you will still show up on the radar when you're firing, but you will not show up on the radar when you're moving around the map while they have a UAV. Let's go to tier 2. Perk 2, we are going to use Blind Eye. And what Blind Eye does is it makes you undetectable by tracking drones, explosive drones, and all score streaks except the UAV. And what that means is when you have Blind Eye on, you are not Super Saiyan version 4 when people are using Warbirds, Paladins, and stuff like that. You don't have that red ring around you. And what's great about that is you can go around the map and not worry about getting killed by AI Warbirds and AI Sentry guns, because they will not kill you. But be aware of Paladins. Paladins are not AI, they are not controllable, they will still get you. What you want to do is run like hell. Let's go to perk 3, tier 3. We are going to use 2 perks in this. You will have to use another wild card, perk 3 Greed. And the first perk we're going to use is one of the most important perks in this game, and that is Blast Suppressor. And what Blast Suppressor does is it makes you invisible on the minimap when performing exo moves. And when you're a runner and gunner, when you're a rusher, when you're a slayer, you rely on your exo movements. You double jump, you thrust jump, you dodge left, you dodge right, you slide, you do everything. And what this does, it does not show up on the radar when you're performing your exo movements, which means you can get on top of the building without being seen. You can get those kills, and you can move on to a next area. Love this perk. Love it. Your next perk in the tier 3 is Scavenger. Now, because we're not using extended mags in your Obsidian Steed, we're going to use Scavenger. What Scavenger does, it replenishes your ammo from fallen enemies, which means you do not have to spend 3 seconds trying to pick up a weapon, a random weapon on the ground. You will less likely die, and you can just keep your ammo to get your score streaks up. This will get you your triples, your doubles, your quad feeds. I love scavenger. I do never have to worry about extended mags because I can just replenish my ammo over a fallen enemy. I do not use an exo ability. I'm not saying you shouldn't. If you want to use an exo ability, probably the best one I like is overclock. It basically gives you a temporary speed boost. It's like having lightweight for about 10 seconds, but I don't use it. I don't use launchers. The grenades in this game are god awful. I think I've used the frag grenade over 1,000 times. I think I've only gotten maybe 20 kills. It's just bad. Let's go to the score streaks. Now, in many videos out there on YouTube, people say score streaks don't matter. Lie. Score streaks do matter, especially when you're playing with a team. First score streak I use is the UAV. It's probably the most overused score streak in the game. I think I've used it over 10,000 times. I think I just got the 10,000 the other day. Now, I have two ways I customize this. The first one, if I'm playing solo, I put the extra assist points and I put the extra time on it. What that does is it gives you more points a kill with extra assist points, and extra time, pretty self-explanatory, it is just up longer. But if I'm playing with my clan, I like to help out my family. They're my boys. What I use is first and foremost support, which means I'm always going to get it. I don't have to worry about dying one off or 50 points off. I'm always going to get it. The next thing I put on is threat detection. Threat detection basically paints enemies with each sweep of the UAV, which means you can see them through the walls. You can get those wall bangers. Very useful, and it's definitely a team thing. The next thing I use is time. The third one I use is time because I like the fact that my UAV will last longer. And especially with threat detection on it, that gives my teammates, my clan members, more time to kill those enemies. This is probably the best one to run, so we'll just keep it at that. Your next one is probably the most second used score streak in this game, and that is the system hack. And what that means is it's basically Lizard Squad hacking your Xbox One or PS4 or whatever you use. I love it. And what I put on my system hack, I also have two customizations. When I'm playing solo, I will put assist points and I'll put extended time. Basically self-explanatory, the same thing as UAV. You get more points per kill, and it's up longer with more time. Now, the good way is when you're playing with a clan, I'll put extra time, and disable exosuits. This modification right here is a rage quitting modification. You will get people rage quitting. You will get those messages saying that you're a hacker or you're cheating. This will make the noobs cry. Not only do I have extended time on it, but I have another extended time on it, which means it is up for so long. And disabling exosuits is a killer because everybody relies on their exosuits. And when you can't jump in this game, you are as good as dead. This is my favorite system hack customization to run. Your third one, I either use a warbird with aggressor and extra time on it, but when I'm playing with my clan, I will put orbital care package on and I will go all out. I will put the double tap on it, the better odds on it, and the support on it. It does cost 1,400 points, but it is worth it, and you never have to worry about dying one off. I get warbirds, paladins, system hack with these. So good. I remember one time I was playing with the LOK clan. We had 5 system hacks up at one time. They rage quit instantly. Anyways, guys, that is my best Obsidian Steed class. Some tips and tricks on how to use it is with the stock and the quick draw. Try and hip fire before you ADS. If you can get 2 bullets into him before you ADS, you'll have a better chance and a quicker time to kill. With Scavenger, another tip with Scavenger is always speed reload. You never have to worry about running out of ammo when you're using Scavenger. Speed reload. And another tip, when you're using these score streaks, watch the time. I've seen enemies use system hacks with 5 seconds left in the first round, UAVs with 10 seconds left in the first round. I've seen people calling care packages in the first round. It ends, they don't get it. Always check the time, always check the score, always check the minimap. Anyway guys, if we can get 15 likes on this, I will be greatly appreciated. And like always, please feel free to subscribe. Give that thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section on what weapon you want to see next. Anyway guys, this is Really Noob saying out!